Hiya folks, JD here, and today we're looking at my top 5 indoor-outdoor flying RC vehicles for under £100 or $140. So what we're going to do, I've tried to pick one from every single category. First of all, let's start off with the MJX Bugs 6. Now this quadcopter has been around for quite a while, and it is probably going to continue to be around for a while as well. It's a fantastic flyer. It's an entry-level FPV racer to get you into the world of FPV racing. Now it's a 210mm FPV racer. What that means is it is actually quite a large racer indeed. Now with this, it weighs quite a little bit. It feels quite heavy. It's extremely well constructed, very sturdy. Quite aerodynamic body, looks a lot like an insect, as with a lot of the MJX Bugs range. That's exactly what they're going for. Now you have two very bright LEDs in the front and two very bright LEDs in the back, white in the front, red at the back. Now this is the non-camera model, so therefore this is going to come in at a little bit of a less price than the one with the camera model. That not having a camera in the front doesn't really bother me, because I do affix my own camera to these anyway in the form of action cams and run cams. Now what I would say about this is you do get two speed modes, low and high. The low mode is very stable. As you do advance with a little bit of forward pitch, what you notice is this quadcopter is very well balanced and can maintain its altitude very well. So all in all, this makes for a fantastically good flyer. So let's put that to one side and let's have a little look and see what the next one is. The next one is a selfie quadcopter, folding selfie quadcopter, in so much this is the FlyTec T13, and I was very surprised a couple of weeks ago to fly this and to find out exactly how good this little fella is. This comes in as a very cheap 720p selfie quadcopter, and it really is a good little guy. Now the back propellers are pointing down, the front propellers are pointing up. This guy turns extremely quickly, a lot like a snake head. This camera on the front is remarkably good. 720p camera, capable of shooting stills and also taking videos as well. Battery lasts a good 8 to 10 minutes, and all in all, this guy has really taken my fancy. You have a little SD card in the back there, a little SD card right on the back there. Pop an SD card in, and then you can start recording all of your video and all of your photos. But also, if you didn't take an SD card in this, you can also record it on your smart device. This can be controlled via a transmitter and via a smartphone as well. All in all, that is very much, in my estimation, worthy of this list. So let's just pop him there. Next one, we have the Hubsan X4 Storm. This is a proper little FPV racer, and this guy is extremely good. He is made primarily from carbon fibre, as you can see from the underneath by the standard carbon fibre pattern. We have 4 coreless motors, able of giving you 6 to 8 minutes of flight. I think I got, if memory serves, about 6.5 minutes of flight out of this, I think. All in all though, very well balanced, responds extremely well to the transmitter. There is an FPV goggle option for this as well, so you can buy that in the package. I think it's about £50 without the goggles, or £80 with the goggles, and for the extra it is a lot. It is worth you just shelling out to get those goggles as well. Nice 720p camera in the front, gives very good video. There is also an SD card writer built into the side just for you to pop your SD card into. All in all, this is a fantastic little quadcopter. You have a little white LED in the front here, which is extremely bright, and 2 red ones at the back. They're not so bright, but still, it doesn't mean that you can't see this guy. He does stand out really well. And he's not that loud. He is really quite quiet when he flies. He's got that nice sort of FPV racer buzz about him, but at the same time, it's not overly loud, and it doesn't overpower the flight experience. All in all, I like this guy a hell of a lot, so this is why he is also in this list. So let's pop him there. Now next is not a quadcopter, it is in fact an indoor flying helicopter. This is the Syma S107G, and I was so taken with this guy. You have 3 motors in here, 2 in the main body and 1 in the back controlling the rudder. This guy is extremely good. A couple of helicopters we flew before this, they were very flighty, very quick to accelerate, but since I have flown this guy just is absolutely hands down an excellent indoor copter. He runs on standard infrared band, and that's what means that he is in fact best suited for indoors, as outdoors he may fly away and then disconnect from that infrared receiver, as you don't get a lot of distance from infrared. Now Another great thing about this guy, he's mostly aluminium and he really does hold up to a couple of crashes. I've crashed him a few times and there's no cracks in the plastic. Both of the LEDs work on the front of the helicopter and in the main body as well. And this rudder works really well as well. So all in all, this guy is absolutely hands down, has to be on the list. He's extremely cheap and he's very, very good. I think, if memory serves, it's about £16, £17 delivered. For that price, you can't really go wrong. So he is on the list for definite. So let's just pop you over there, fella. And now then, in a different category, we have the last vehicle, which is a quadcopter, and this is this little Eachine. I believe this is the E59, and I'm so taken with this guy. You can buy this guy for about £12, and it is just an incredibly good indoor-outdoor copter. Now, I flew this on a very still day outdoor, and I found that he was really able to respond with his 3 speed modes. His 360 flipping ability is incredibly good as well. No altitude hold, but still, that does not take away from his flight. Very, very good, and weighs next to nothing. I think he's around 21 grams, 22 grams. 3 LEDs in the front, 2 here, 1 there. That glow bright white. Let me see if I've got any battery inside here. Yeah, there we go. And then we have LEDs in the back there. Just 2 little red ones. They're not very bright, but still, it's still bright enough for you to see when you fly. One downside of this particular guy, though, is that when he lands, you do find that his propeller arms are always pushed in. So you have just got to check that they are fully extended before you take him back up. But that is pretty much the only downside of this guy that I can remember. I am going to be flying this guy indoors very, very soon to see exactly how he holds up. But outdoors, this is a brilliant little flyer, and that is why this guy is on the list as well. So there we are, folks. These are my top 5 RC vehicles you can buy that I have flown for under £100, $140. Now, this doesn't say that these are the only ones out there. Not at all. There are hundreds and thousands more, but these are the ones that I have flown, and therefore I can vouch for how good they actually are. So there we are, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.